All right, welcome back. Secret number 15 of 17. You said compromise. What do you mean?
Mm.
Are you trying to say that I'm stretching you too thin and you have to compromise a lot? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning of our marriage, I compromised way too much.
So
as much as it's
compromising
needed.
in terms of balancing being a wife, being a mom.
Yes.
Or it's just me that's stressing your life like that?
It's not you stressing my
being a
life.
career woman.
But me naturally, I worry about everybody. So sometimes, I compromise way too much by myself. Like even if you're not asking me to, I want to make sure everybody's good. I want to take care of the kids. I want to make sure you're good. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. Or for example, remember one scenario, I think. So I was cleaning the house.
Okay.
And a little bit of me is like OCD, Shout out to my mom. my mom is very particular. My mom said, do this for me, and you do it for her. She will never be satisfied. So you can't impress her. So basically, going back to my story, cleaning up the house. The place that stresses me out with cleaning in this whole house is the bathtub.
Okay.
But I feel like you got to put your body into it. Like you really have to get every nook and corner. Right? And then the trash. And I remember my dad called me. I think it was just a random call. He was just trying to say hello to me or something like that. And I busted into tears. And he was like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed. There's so much housework and I can't do it. And he was like, did you ask your husband for help? And I'm like, what do you mean? He should know. Can't he see that I'm doing this all by myself? He should know. Why do I have to tell a grown man to do this, to do that? And my dad said, look, we don't know because we don't read minds. And if you appear to be strong, like you got it, we'll let you do it. Because another thing with us women, and particularly even with me, if I say, babe, please help me do that thing. Now, I say, I got it. I'll do it in 5 minutes. My mind won't leave.
So now,
thing.
Because we're talking about the secret you mastered, right? And it's a compromise, right? So you're talking about the balancing
things out as a wife, a mom, and a professional. I had to tell myself to calm down. If something is not getting done in the moment, it's not going to be the end of the world.
You know why I like that? Because most people, when they say compromise when it comes to marriage, they're talking about
the other person
giving it all. They're talking about don't complain. They're talking about, okay, you're complaining too much or you're nagging. That's marriage is about compromise. They don't talk about the other side of things. That you might be doing overkill, compromise overkill.
Absolutely.
Right. So I like that angle. I think it's a balancing act for sure.
Yeah, I had to learn that. Because I'm the type of person that when I come from work, if I say tonight I'm making a new pot of stew, you know me, once I do my shopping, you will be like, babe, rest. I'm like, no, I have to finish this thing today. I have to make sure it's done. And sometimes life does not work out that way. You have to rest.
Yeah.
So what? Everybody gets to eat pizza that night. It's not the end of the world. So, and I will give it to you because
you just triggered a bunch of people.
No, why
you said they want to eat swallow tonight and you're talking about pizza.
No, you know what? One thing I am grateful for.
Swallow and banga soup.
One thing I'm grateful for, I would say, is that you never stress me when it comes to that. You'll be like, it's okay, baby. We can order food.
Because I can feed myself. I'll find food. If it's about food, we can find food.
Yeah, and I remember when I first got married, I would cook and I would have served your food. Hey, this guy will not come out of his office for straight up 2 hours. And I'm like, you taught me. Now I don't even serve your food. When you are ready, you go to the kitchen and help yourself. Yeah. So you really, really, you don't stress me when it comes to that at all. So when people talk about, their husband said they have to eat tonight, I'm like, wait, what?
Swallow tonight.
I can't relate. I cannot.
And
I'm sorry. And I'm like, my next question is, can he make a egusi himself?
God forgive you. To each his own. If you can figure out how to get your wife to do it for you, do it.
Yeah, but you won't demand now.
No, it's not demand. I said figure out how to.
You stay lovingly. Some people, they see that their wife just came back from 14 hours of nursing job. That's when you be like, babe, I have to eat in your tonight. What? Can you make it yourself, bro? If you can't make it, please. Everybody needs to know how to cook. Period.
Yeah, definitely. So it's about. I believe compromise is not a one-way street. Most people, when they bring it into the conversation of marriage, it's a one-way thing.
Right.
You just give it all up.
Until you crash.
Yeah. So as you know, nothing is really one way. When everything is going good, they become two-way. But sometimes when there's crisis, it might have to start as one way.
Right.
You might have to give first. You know, you might have to compromise a little bit because you're seeing the future, you will get something back from it. So I don't always believe that it's absolutely give and take, but it becomes give and take. What you're looking for is give and take. You don't always start that way. So it's about priorities, prioritizing yourself, looking at what needs to get done and prioritize. Okay, this is too much for me. Okay, let me ask for help. When it's necessary. So I like that angle when it comes to compromise. All right, we'll be right back.